as a leader in an organization or in any other format or context, I believe it is your job to make sure you manage not just the expectation of the business, but the perception that people have of you, your team, and your company. Now, if you'll take a closer look at this, you will find that either you are going to influence how people see you and what they say about you and your business, or they will make something up about it. It's always better if you influence how people see and hear and speak about you and what it is you and your team are doing. Now, I've seen this happen many times where you'll have a team of people, and if you ask each member of that team to describe the business they're in or what their objectives are or anything like that, you will get a whole lot of different stories. So if you ask 10 people, you'll get 10 different stories. Now, that's very dispersed for me. That disperses the energy of that team, because there is not a single alignment, a single conversation that's going out about who you guys are. And that is a lost opportunity. When you take the time to design and create the conversation about who you are, and you get everybody behind that conversation, and wherever you go, even if it's a global organization, wherever you go, you hear the same thing over and over again. It's a very powerful and enrolling way to have people look and be interested and want to know more about what it is you do in your products in your company. So really, that's what I want to point to today, is that you have a choice in how you are perceived in your business. And if you leave that up to fate, good luck. People will make story. Well, in fact, people already have a story about you and your business. And if you haven't influenced that story, I can pretty much guarantee you the story they have about you and your business is nowhere near as powerful a story as it could be if you sat down with your team and designed some extraordinary future or defined what it is you do in a way that completely inspires people when they hear it come out of your mouth. So that's what I want to point to today. You have a choice. You can design a story about who you are. You can create and manage the perception of who you are. Either that or by default, they will do it for you. And you always want to be proactive in this conversation. You want to know that people are out there and they got things to say about you. So you want to influence that. And you want that to be a single, aligned conversation that delivers power, inspiration, it touches and moves people, everything that you can possibly think of that has you look good. And I mean that. You want to look good. You want your business to look good. You want your products to look good, what it is you do to look good. Because that, when you believe in it, that's the other key. You better believe in what it is you're doing or nobody else will. That is the key to making sure that when that conversation comes out of your mouth, people believe it and they're inspired by it. So I just wanted to point to this because I've seen this recently and been in conversations and business conversations where people are running very big businesses and they're global, and everybody in that business has a different view, a different perception, and something different to say about that business. Now, that doesn't, for me, sit as a very powerful place to stand when you're out there looking for business. So give it some thought. It might be worth just asking your team, what business are we in? Or what is it we do? Or what do you think the future of this business is? Or how would you vocalize what it is we do if somebody came up to you. What is your 2-minute elevator pitch, for the lack of something to say there? What is your pitch when it comes to somebody saying, oh, hi, what do you guys do? And then they go to the person beside you and you get a completely different story. No, one aligned, powerful message that lets people know who you are and what you do and inspires them in the process. And this, for me, is key if you're a leader in any organization. In fact, it is part of defining your role as a leader. And there's many aspects to that, but just on this point, part of your role as a leader is making sure that you are managing and aligning a single conversation about who you are as a team or a business or whatever, however it expands into the company, a single aligned message, and that you manage that and make sure that everybody's on the same page when they do that. So I hope that's of some use. Give it some thought, and we'll see you on the next one.